good. I'm good. How are you?
I'm very good.
My
Rita,
fam.
I told you earlier, one of my friend Aneesh, who is also like to join. So I sent the Zoom link to him. Maybe he will try to join.
Yes, I know. I already approved him to the same group as you are.
Okay.
Is that him, real me?
I'm not sure his device name. Maybe he is trying to connect it from mobile.
Okay, because I want them to show their names when they log in because I don't want to just admit just anyone. It's to me it's kind of
Yeah, I
sketchy.
think I think he is joining in Zoom meeting for the first.
Okay,
So I'll tell him to change his name.
okay. Can you message him if his screen name is Realme 7 Pro on Zoom? Thank you. Hello, Sajjad.
Hello. Yeah,
How are you doing?
yeah, I'm doing well. Hope you're doing well as well.
Okay.
Okay.
Yes, Rita, you can admit him. His name is real.
Okay. Sounds good. Okay, you guys ready to rock and roll? You can be partners. Sajjad, you have a new picture on your Zoom profile picture.
Oh, yeah.
Is
Okay.
that you?
I just yeah.
Oh, that's cute. I mean,
Thank you.
you are on your
It's a
back,
nice
but
place.
yeah, I love the
Yeah,
view, the waters.
it's like it's about 10 minutes away from my hometown, like in my hometown where I live. So
Mm-hmm.
it's not very far. So
It's
what's
beautiful.
your last name? Yeah, thank you.
Is it a lake or a river?
It's a river.
Is it a river? It doesn't look like a river because normally rivers are more
You can see
boisterous. They're more agitated. The
Yeah.
lake are more calmer. I
Yeah,
should say.
maybe it was not the time. Like I went there in the uh, what is it called? Like almost winter. It was on the beginning of the winter. Maybe that was it. That's why it was quite calm. It was not a very big river though.
Yeah, it's beautiful. Okay,
Thank you.
you guys are partners, Renjith and Sajjad. Sajjad, you will be the examiner first, and then you switch and Realme. That's Aneesh, right? If you wanna
Yes,
change
madam.
your name, Aneesh,
Yes, madam.
I can change actually
Yes,
your
madam.
name.
Okay, and which part?
You can just observe first, Anish, how it is done.
Okay, madam.
And then after that, after them, Ranjit and Sajjad, we will be partners if there's nobody is coming to log in. So now I change your name into Anish. Do you see that?
Yes, madam. Yes.
Did I pronounce your name correctly?
Yes.
Okay. Okay, Ranjit and Sajjad, please.
Yes. Renjith, which part? Thank you,
We
madam.
can go with part 3.
Part 3. Okay.
Yeah.
Part 3, the question is about going to meetings.
Okay.
What are the different type of meetings that people often go?
Well, if I say about the meetings which people normally go, is like in the case when I say about the working people, they usually meet for their work-related purpose, and we all been going for meeting with our relatives. So there are formal and informal meetings are there. So the situations also change when we go for formal or an informal meeting. Our appearance will change. Our our decisions or our thinking or thoughts will also be changed based on these meetings.
Okay, next up. Some people say that no one likes to go to meetings. What do you think?
Well, I think if people hesitate to attend meeting, why? Because they don't have anything to show or convey in that meeting. So that's the reason why I think people don't like to attend meetings. So some meetings are there. Uh, maybe the particular person is not needed. So in that case, also people people or person do not attend that meeting. So in my opinion, uh, if uh, if if I am the person who is invited for the meeting, if I don't have anything to say or if I don't want anything to get that from meeting, I will not attend.
Okay, next up. Why can it sometimes be important to go to meetings?
Well, to be honest, I think when we attend a meeting, we get a lot of information. The people share their information and their thoughts, so we can learn a lot of things from them. Also, we can clarify our doubts then and there itself. So it is a kind of forum which we can participate, uh, engage, and we can use it for the problem solving as well. Nowadays, as we know, the meetings are conducting virtually.
Okay. Last question. What possible difficulties? Oh, okay. Let me say it again. What possible difficulties might be involved in organizing meetings between world leaders?
Well, we know world leaders are too busy with their national and international matters. So the schedule is one thing which is very important when scheduling a meeting. The availability of that particular person will always decide the time and venue for a meeting. I think the meeting of world leaders are pretty important because the relations between nations is heavily relies on these types of meeting. So it is very important that the world leaders should meet time to time accordingly.
Okay, that's it. Next we have to wrap test. You did well. Yes,
Thank you.
Yeah.
Thank you. So which part do you like to go to?
Yeah.
Let me
You can give me part one questions.
let me interrupt quickly. I just want to say Aneesh and Tony will be partners. So Tony will. Aneesh, do you have IELTS questions ready to ask?
Yes, madam.
Okay, sounds good. So you and Tony will be the examiner first, and then after that, you will be the examiner for Tony. Okay.
Okay, madam.
Okay.
Sure, madam.
Okay, Renjith, part one or three. Yeah.
Yeah. So I'm asking you some questions in part one. So just, do you have any hobbies or interests? What are they?
Yeah, I certainly do. I love traveling and sometimes I go on a cycle riding. I love riding bicycles, so those are my hobbies nowadays.
How did you become interested in it?
As I was a child, I had to go to school by riding a bicycle. So since then, I have developed a habit of riding bicycles, and now it is more fun and also it is beneficial for my health. And when it comes to traveling gives you much more pleasure, and when you go somewhere new, the experience is very unique. So after going one or two to three trip, it has become habituated. I have become habituated to this hobbies.
What place do you like most to visit?
Usually, I'm a person who likes to go visit to the places where which is closest to the nature. Sometimes I go to the hills. I go for hiking a lot, and other on the besides, I go to the seaside area because I like to stay on the beach, and the vibes of the sea gives the set different mood. So those kind of places are my favorite.
What is there to do in your free time in your village or town?
Usually, people in the weekends they go to restaurants with their families or sometimes their friends for in the to pass some holiday times. Some people also go to the theaters for going to movies, but because of the pandemic situation is a lot less. People nowadays sometimes go to a visit to their relatives' house or maybe go to just stay in their home or go meet or talk to their friends virtually.
So, is it popular with many other people?
Sorry, could you please repeat?
Yeah, the place, is it popular with many other people?
The place.
Yeah.
I did not get. Can you just rephrase it? Like, I did not get what you do mean.
Yeah, you said a place which really you do like to visit, right? So is it popular with many other people?
Yeah, definitely. Because as I was saying, the beach, we have the usually people in our country go to the Cox's Bazar, which is the largest unbroken beach in the world. So a lot of people visit there, especially in the winter time. You don't even get a hotel room easily. So it is very popular in our country.
Yep, that's it, Sajjad.
Okay, thank you very much.
Thank you, guys. Awesome. So let's take Aneesh and Tony. Now, Tony will be the examiner first and then Aneesh. You guys are ready?
Yeah, ready.
Yes, ma'am.
Can I ask you?
Yes, sure.
Okay, which session do you want? Part 1, 2, or 3?
Part 3.
Okay. I will ask a topic related to cake. Have you ever baked a cake?
No, I didn't make cake because I didn't like I don't know how to prepare cake. Especially, I went to shop, then I baked my cake. That's my routine activities I can do like that only. So I didn't make cake.
Do you like having desserts?
Could you please one more time?
Do you like having desserts?
Desserts.
Yes, desserts. Yes, I would like to enjoy dessert taste because even
Desserts,
when we
like
go dessert taste, it's
something to eat, Aneesh.
taste.
Actually, bro, it's a type of sweet, like a creamy.
Desserts,
Yeah.
like
Okay.
ice cream or
Desserts.
cake. Yeah.
I think that is
Sorry for my mispronunciation.
Okay, let me just
Ask you.
clear it up. Desserts, that's desserts. And desert
Desserts.
is the Sahara desert.
Okay.
Desert. So you, the accent is in the first syllable for Sahara desert. But desserts, the accent, the emphasis is in the second syllable. Desserts. Dessert.
Okay. I'll ask you again. Do you like having desserts?
Okay. Yes, I would like to enjoy my free time with desserts because even me and my friends go to the outside party. We'll enjoy with some cakes. Like some of my friends like chocolate type. Other some 2-3 colleagues are like a dessert type cake. So free time also any fun time we can enjoy with that type of cakes.
Okay. Are cakes popular in your country?
Yes, of course. I think in my country, a lot of cakes are available, especially chocolate cake. Chocolate cake also very famous in my country.
What desserts are popular in your country?
Mm, Nowadays, black forest cake are very famous in my country because it's very delicious and look like very beautiful. So a lot of birthday parties, every people buy black forest cake, and it's also a very reasonable price.
Okay. Have you ever, sorry, how often do you eat cakes?
I didn't like to eat in daily basis in cake because I can't like that much cakes in daily life. So I prefer monthly once I eat cake. In some of time I prefer to birthday party also. And last month also I had one cake. It's a very delicious cake. I think it's a red forest cake. So you monthly once I prefer to eat cake.
Okay, that's good. Your session is over.
Okay, thank you.
All right. Very good. Aneesh, it's your turn.
Okay, madam. Can you ask a question?
Yeah, definitely.
Which section you want?
Cue card.
Cue card. Okay. Describe your time when you were really close to a wild animal. What it looked like, where you saw it, what it likes to eat or do, why you like it. Can I ask one more time?
No, I got it. I will start. Last February, I went to a journey in my cycle. It was in a solo trip. It was quite interesting because it was after the lockdown. So I want to be refreshed. So I went to a place which is little far from my home, like the place known as Ponmudi, which is a hill track place, hillside place, and there is a forest which is attached to that place, and also a tiger reservoir is near to that place. It was quite uh, memorable to me, and while I rode in my bicycle, I realized that it is unsafe because I saw some of the caution boards that is there may be a chance of attacking from wild animals. So I'm concerned about that. At last, I heard a loud voice which is about a wild elephant. So at first, I don't know what I have to do at situation, but I I took a look on my phone, so I realized that it was on an evening time. So uh, I just looked very eagerly to the forest, and I saw an elephant, wild elephant, and it was a single one. So I know it was risk. So I planned to escape from that. At first, I hid in a place and I lost my bicycle. That situation. But after some time, I saw that the elephant runs water from the river, which is near to the place which I hides. After that, the elephant become relaxed and uh, they went to the jungle. Uh, so I become more relaxed and I returned to my home. It was one of the unforgettable moment in my life, and I always like to say this incident to my friends because it is one of the strange incident that happened in my life. Did I speak two minutes?
Yes, yes. 1 minute 50 seconds.
Okay.
Okay.
Okay, so I think you guys are done. The two of you. Okay.
Yeah.
Let's.
Yes.
I'll give you some random questions. Well, it's also a cue card question if that's okay with you guys. I'll take Renjith first.
Okay.
Okay, Renjith. You can have 1 minute preparation for this, and then the rest of you the same cue card, and you don't have that privilege of 1 minute preparation because you listen already the cue card and the bullet points. So you could prepare while Renjith is talking. Okay, describe a piece of local news that people are interested in. Your bullet points, what it was about, where you saw or heard it, who was involved in the news, and explain why people were interested in it. Got them all? Okay, I'll start the 1 minute preparation, okay?
Okay.
Okay guys, 1 minute preparation. Someone or 1 million people watching my YouTube. Hello there. You who's watching, thank you for visiting. You can see it's Ottawa. The downtown of Ottawa on the left side, that's the Parliament Hill. I'm not sure if you can see the Peace Tower there. No, you can. Let me see. In the far end, yeah, you can see, but it's very far, almost in the middle. You can see that tower that's sticking out to the sky. That's the Peace Tower where the Parliament Hill is. Yay. Okay, time is up, Renjith. You can start speaking now.
So recently there was a news which people are eagerly looking for is regarding the availability of vaccines against the ongoing pandemic COVID-19. So the news has came in our in the newspaper, which has circulated in our locality. Why it is important that because the vaccine center and the availability of slots are more important, and the people would like to know from where it receives on their convenience. So that was news, and there are some steps also has to be done to get these vaccines. What I remember is regarding is first you need to log into our COVID website, which is introduced by Government of India, and then in order to get priority, we need to again log into our state portal and need to sign in and provide our locality and other details as well, so that we'll get some priority to receive the vaccines. This news has this much of information, and it is very useful to our local persons as well. So by seeing this, so many persons called me regarding that, and they told me regarding this process. I also read that newspaper and understand all this process.
Time is up. Now let's take Sajjad. Your turn, and you can speak now.
Okay. The news, it was quite popular in our country like a couple of months ago. It was about a celebrity of our country. He is not like an actor, TV actor, so that's kind of celebrity they usually we think of. He was an entrepreneur. He was an entrepreneur. There is a riding service in our country called Pathao, and the owner of this company is named Sabir Hussain. He was only 30 years old, and he got murdered in USL a few months ago. When I saw the news on the newspaper, it was saying that he committed suicide. But the police and the authorities investigated the case, and finally it came out it was not a suicide. It was a murder, and his partner and his assistant was involved with the murder. He was the person a lot of he was the motivator for the young generation, because he started so early, and at the age of 30 he became a multimillionaire. So a lot of people respect him for his achievement. But the incident that happened with him was very pathetic, and people are very tense about him. So that is the reason why people would like to know about more what actually happened with that person. Even a lot of famous person, along with our prime minister, sent condolences for this departed soul. So this was the news that was very popular, and everyone was very tense about it. Did I pass 2 minutes? I don't know.
You
Okay.
still have 13 seconds. That's okay. All right.
Okay.
That's fine. Now let's take Aneesh, and then after that Tony, and then Aadil. But I'll repeat the cue card and the bullet points because I want Aadil to hear it too. Because there's no 1 minute preparation, okay? Describe a piece of local news that people are interested in. Bullet points: what it was about, where you saw or heard it, who was involved, and finally explain why people were interested in it. Okay, Anish, it's your turn. You can speak now.
Nowadays, a lot of people interest to watch some pandemic situation news, because in the whole world people are fearing to the COVID vaccination situation. So recently on local news, they gathered that some of the new vaccines are in our country. So people are went to some vaccine poll. They took some vaccines. After taking vaccine, a lot of people affected with some complication about some restless and heart issues. So a lot of people eagerly waiting for what are the changes are seen in after vaccination. Recently, 2-3 people are going to some hospital. They are affected lot of other complication like high fever and respiratory distress and kidney issues also. So people are mostly watching that COVID pandemic situation news are especially they are concentrating. So that newspaper things are commonly in different social media. They are spreading different types of possibilities. So people are struggling a lot of information, so they don't know what are the difficulties are they are facing. So people think about that particular situation, how to handle this
Okay.
situation.
Okay. Time is up.
Okay.
Next, Tony.
Yeah.
Okay, start.
Actually, I am a person who is a keen reader of a newspaper. In morning, I want to read news. Otherwise, my entire day will be boring. And always, I look on the sports page and entertainment page because I like more on that. But here, I would like to say about one of the optimistic news I saw on the last month, and which is on the lockdown time in my nation. A person called Frank. who is an chef in a three-star hotel, but he lost his job at the lockdown time, and he do a excellent job. That is, who cleaned a canal which is near to his home, which was full of harmful things and polluted things. But he cleaned by own self. That when I read that news, I feel like goosebumps, because I'm a person who is interested in climate. So, and I always like to engage in some environmental activities, like in the June 5th, the day which is celebrated as the Environmental Day. I plant some of the trees. So I find more interested in that news, and I want to know more about that person, but I can't I can't get any details about him, because he is an unknown person. Uh, I called while I saw the number of of that, while I called the number of the person on the newspaper, and in the last of the newspaper, I just text him, but he don't contact me. I think he don't use that number regularly. But it was a unforgettable.
Okay, time is up. All right, awesome. Now let's take Adil. Adil, are you ready to speak?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, your time starts now.
Okay. So, as such, I'm an avid reader. I regularly keep myself updated with different news, may it be local news or international news. Today, I'm going to talk about one particular local news that were very viral when, the Prime Minister of India declared that there will be an official visit of the President of the United States of America to our country. The event name was Howdy Modi, and this news became so viral that within no time, almost the news spread all over India, and each and every person was very keen as like why the President of the United States is visiting India. As such, I wasn't aware about this, but I came to know when I read this in the local newspaper. And before he came, in order to for his hospitality, various people were involved, the ministers and the doctors and policemen and so on. There was Z++ security for the protection of the honorable guest, and as a result, there was also function which was conducted which was to be conducted in the biggest stadium of the world, and I was also.
All right, time is up. Yes, you did great, guys, all of you. Yeah, okay. I'll give you more questions. It's just the follow-up of this topic. So obviously this is gonna be part 3 questions. So I'll pick Renjith first. Follow-up question.
Okay.
And then I'll go clockwise again. All right. Do people read newspaper where you live?
Yes, I definitely say people love to read newspapers in our locality. Nowadays, people would like to read the news in online. So, one of my friends suggested me that. So, I have also taken a subscription of the Hindu, and it just costs around 1,000 rupees for a year. So, it is very convenient and paperless, so we can it is very it is can be considered as an environmental friendly as
Okay, sounds good. Now let's take Sajjad. Your question is, do people prefer local or international news?
I think it depends on people's interests, but most of the cases people like to know about their own country and their own locality because these are the reason why they are concerned about. But some other times, something happens for now the pandemic situation, people want to know about the vaccination and why it is available, how the things are going. So nowadays, people are also concerned about the international matters as well.
Okay, so let's take Aneesh. Your question is, do you think it's important to have a national identity?
Yes, it's a depend on every person because national identity is the important thing in every life. Because nowadays a lot of people upgrade their knowledge and they are changing their lifestyle. If international identity is better thing for everyone, so we have to move one place to other place is easy, and in government circle also they are searching some new searching that people they will identify very easily. So international identity is better for everyone.
Okay, now it's Tony's turn. Your question is, how can people develop their national identity?
I would say that the first thing people should have to develop their patriotic way. That is, they should respect their national anthem, national flag, and national constitution. That is one of the basic things, and that represent our national identity.
Okay, thank you. Now, Aadil, your turn. I'll give you the same question. How can people develop their national identity?
Well, to be honest, there are several ways by which people can develop their national identity. For example, if one nation helps another nation in terms of monetary or in terms of any other kind of help, then it can be developed. Apart from that, of course, one can one can invoke the feeling of sympathy, empathy, and compassion. So I think those are the ways by which the nations can come together.
Okay, thank you, guys. So I think that's about it. I'm not in the mood to speak and answer questions right now. I just wanna tell you guys that I announced about my family emergency. It's not really that bad, but it's our cat. Our cat is sick and he's very old. He's, I think, 18 years old now. It's equivalent to 90 years old for humans. So
that is old enough for a cat.
I know. And my husband is freaking out because he's very attached to our cat. Well, me too, but my husband cried yesterday. Oh boy, I felt so bad. And it's heartbreaking. It's heartbreaking to think that our cat is dying, but it's even more heartbreaking to see my husband cry like that, you know.
It's natural because we raise our pets like our kids, so it's really very very sad.
Yeah, I know. The doctor said that talked to my husband, said that we should put him to sleep now, and my husband is like, no, I can't do that now because he's like a child to me. So, I'm laughing, but I know it's not easy for us right now. Oh, that's it, guys. All right. Yeah, that's about my emergency, but we can just let go Ebony. That's his name. Our cat's name is Ebony, Ebony means the black thing on a piano. When you see there is black and white in the keyboard, so that's the ebony there, meaning black. So obviously ebony is a black cat. Okay guys, bye.